Hello everyone, and today we continue working on a balloon pop game. In this tutorial we're going to improve our game to give more challenge. So we're going to add multiple balloons and increase gradually speed to give more challenge. Please make sure watch the first video in order to follow the instructions and create a simple balloon pop game. And this is our second tutorial. In our first video we created a simple balloon pop game with a single balloon. Balloon is flying up, and on a click we see the image change and the sound is playing, as well as the score is increasing once we pop balloon. If balloon is flying out of the screen, the score would be decreased by 1. Okay, so let's get started. To add a multiple balloons, we need to create a list of balloons. I'll introduce a new variable and name it balloons list, and I'll define it right before we create a balloon. Balloons list, and I'll initialize an empty list. We will still have balloon image, but I'll slightly rename it, and I'll rename it to balloon img image. So it would be clear for us this is just an image. I don't think we use it. Yes, we use it. Img over here. So now we define balloon list and we have balloon image. Next we want to create multiple balloons. So basically it's nothing else as a list of balloons. To create a list of balloons we will use a for loop. For balloon range 5, let's say I'll create 5 balloons. I'll move those 2 lines inside. We still need to define rectangle of a balloon, so we leave this line of code, balloon underscore location equals get rect. Every time we create a new balloon, we want all the balloons to be on a different position. So basically it's a different x and y coordinate. So now we assign a random x and y coordinate for each of the 5 balloons in order to place them on the different positions. So balloon block x equals random int, and position will give from 0 to screen width -10, and balloon y coordinate, balloon underscore location dot y, same rand int, random int, also from -100 to screen height, say -10. And now once we create each of the balloons, we need to append them to the list of balloons. Balloons list dot append, and we append our balloon location. Balloon location. So now we have a list of balloons which hold the balloon's location. In our last tutorial, instead of x and y coordinate, we were using 0 and index 0 and 1. So this is still valid. It's up to you. I would prefer to use 0 and 1. So now we need to display them on the screen. We're moving down to refreshing the screen, and here you can see we had a screen.bleed command where we display balloon and balloon location. So basically now we need to improve this logic as we have multiple balloons now. We also create a for loop for balloon in balloon list. Now I move it in balloons list, and we leave our balloon image because we want to display balloon, but here we specify a balloon location, and balloon location is something what we store in our balloon list. So balloon 0, it's the x coordinate, and balloon 1 is y coordinate. Okay, let's check it out. I'll run my code now, and we can see we have only one balloon moving because I did not remove the logic for this single balloon, but we have other balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, totally 5. We can see balloons and they are on a different location. Now we need those balloons to move. We need to make them move. So basically this game logic which we had over here, so we'll copy, and now we need to move it under our for loop, because this piece of code would be for all the balloons. So instead of balloon location, we want to make this particular balloon move. So just changing it everywhere, and we can see all our balloons are moving. But now we need to work on our click functionality because only one of those balloons are clickable. So the next step is we're going up, we're scrolling up to the point that we define our collision. Now we also need to modify our logic to address it to a list of balloons. So basically all this piece of code would be inside a for loop. So I'm adding my for balloon in balloons list, and all this piece of code at shift. Now we still define our mouse position, but here, as we're defining a collision, we need to, that's the balloon location we need to use. That's balloon from our for loop, and basically same everywhere inside the loop, inside for loop, and that's those 2 points as well, and that's pretty it. So now if we run it, we should be able to click on each balloon. Now we have multiple balloons, they're flying up. So now we still want to make it even more challenging. Let's change the speed. Let's say we will increase the speed every 300 frames. At the top of our game, let's right after we define the score, we introduce 2 more variables. One is speed 1. By default we set speed to 1, and we have a frame counter which is 0 by default. So now inside our game loop, right after a while running, we increase our frame count, f underscore counter plus equals 1, and we will check if f underscore counter more than 300, so if we increase it more than 300 times, it means 300 frames passed, so we increase speed to 1. Speed plus equals 1. So now our speed would be 2. After that, we set our frame counter back to 0. F counter equals 0. So it could count 300 more frames and increase speed once again. Okay, we increase speed, so now we're moving down to the point in our game logic where we make balloon fly, and instead of this value we had 5, we set to speed. So basically now it will fly with a speed what we defined over here. I'm running it now, so you can see now it is now balloons flying really slow, but after 300 frames, I guess it just happened, you can see speed increased by 1 and they fly a bit faster. So now it's increased even faster. You see, it's getting faster and faster. Let me just play for a couple of minutes and I'll see if I still can handle the speed. Okay, so now it's becoming a challenge. I can't even pop all the balloons. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial number 2 and it was useful for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye!